What is up, folks?
Hey guys, it is Scotch for Dummies.
4 guys in the Scotch journey to help you with your next Scotch purchase.
Could it be? Should it be?
You might be a lucky number.
Man, it's a lot of numbers.
Lucky number 456 or
Oh my
one.
gosh. What number are we?
80.
We're number 80.
We're 80.
Lucky number
So Johnnie Walker did a little marketing thing.
You think?
A little more.
And you know the thing that's most interesting about these bottles is you can buy 456 different versions of the same bottle.
Different label versions.
I think you can play Squid Game and kill one at a time.
So
That's what we're doing here.
That's
I
to,
don't know.
that's to represent all the players in the
Yeah,
game.
all the players in the game. So what
Did I see that one move?
you can if you can find number one, great. If you can find 456, great. Or if you have a favorite character, find their bottle.
So basically, though, it's just Johnnie Walker Black.
Johnnie Walker Black.
All right. Well, that to me is a little exciting. It's been a long time since we've done a Johnnie Walker Black. I mean, I've got some of it at home and I just never touch it anymore.
What's the recap on Johnnie Walker Black?
I mean,
40% ABV, peated.
Yep. You're
Blended.
going to get a little
It's
bit of
12
peat.
year, right? It's a 12-year-old whiskey.
blended Scotch, so there's some grain in it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's their base. I mean, honestly, their low end is red, right? So I would say black is just the base core bottling.
Peated. So it's a peated though.
Black,
It's
you're,
much more
you're going to
peated
see
than the
black
others.
in a lot of bars.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to see it everywhere.
I
So,
remember I was traveling for work and one of the best things I could do was get a Johnnie Walker Black on the rocks. And it was a great little sipping whiskey. Perfect
Yeah,
for that
it's
kind
good
of thing.
for that stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's a bottle go for these days?
Well, I was just gonna say, what's the black is what normally like probably 40,
35,
yeah.
maybe even north of
probably
40
40
nowadays.
now.
Yeah.
I think this one's go figure. It's
Marketing.
marketing.
they put a green label on it.
I think it's upward of 65 to 75 bucks.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah,
What?
it's
that,
expensive.
that seems a little. Well, let's taste it and
Yeah,
see
it's
if we
pretty
think.
good.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's Squiddelicious. I don't know. I just
Could
did
be.
there. All right, who
Squidward.
knows?
I know it's smoky or peated, but I've
It's
gone
lightly
through such
peated.
a hard
Yeah.
peat phase that I don't even get any of that.
I
It's
mean,
lightly
I,
peated.
I get it.
There's a lot of sweetness.
It's got a little sweet and smoke. It's got some sweetness to it. It's not overly malty or complex
No, for sure.
in that regard, but
you get the
it's got a
grain.
nice nose.
Not much more to really say about it. Really.
No, it's,
No.
it's a simple whiskey. Generally, it's not technically designed for blending, but on their website, one of their first recommendations is put it in a highball glass.
Oh yeah.
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 Little ice or
Yeah.
a little
I
water.
mean,
yeah.
do you do cocktails with this much?
I mean, yeah, I've done cocktails with it. I go through a lot of Johnnie Walker Black.
Yeah.
We go through a fair amount, and every bar that I've ever worked at, it's one of the more popular ones. Everybody knows it. They're comfortable with it.
Well, let's
So-
taste it and see if it's better with Squid Game's label on it.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good.
I can see how you can kill a bottle quick.
It's light. There's just a little bit of peat on the mid to late finish.
Very easy to
There's a
drink.
sweetness in
Very
it.
easy to
Yeah.
drink. It's not overly grainy. They've
Nope.
done a great job of kind of bringing that flavor down.
It's not as grainy as red for sure.
From the initial sip all the way through the finish, it's just a nice, well put together whiskey.
I would say value point, just regular Johnnie Walker Black for that
Mm.
liquid, I think is good value.
It's
Yeah,
35,
ab-
40, for whatever, even if it's 45, it's starting to push on. But when you throw a green label and say Squid Games on it and then throw $20 more in a bottle,
I mean,
that hurts.
It's
I feel like it's a collectible thing. If you really love Squid Games, I guess.
Well, that's the key. So if
That'd
you
be a
watch,
thing.
so this is a Netflix special called Squid Games. The season 2 is out now. If you find a character that you really enjoy as part of the game, you got to find their number. That's part of the thing. I really like 222.
Really? I was going to say, because I got through half of the first season and had to quit watching it because I didn't like any of them. I wanted them all to just get croaked.
Well, no, there's complexity
You
behind it.
didn't like that.
And admittedly, the
Oh.
dubbing, you lose a lot of the kind of the acting character, but there's some interesting characters.
FY, let me retort my price at $45.
Okay,
Okay.
45
Okay.
bucks. All right,
That's
now
good.
we're back into that's a little bit
Then I would
reasonable.
say that's
All right.
well worth the money. I'm fine with that.
$5 for a collectible, a
Yeah.
little bit more marketing. I get it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, it's not a whole lot. Well, hell, let's just keep going. I don't think there's a whole lot going on to it. It's dare I say smooth.
It is.
It's
smooth.
very smooth.
Say what?
It is very
It's semi-sweet,
yes,
It is.
lightly beat.
lightly peated. Man, it's really comfortable. Like it's just a nice, like you said earlier, I could see how someone could kill a bottle of this. I mean, this is all day a solid 2.5 for me for the price what you're getting. It's nothing special, but it's got the sweetness to the slight peat, to a little bit of smoke, and the caramel. I mean, that's what you get.
Yeah. I mean, it's a well put together blended whiskey, right? Like they've been doing it a long time. They got the process down. It's got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of smoke, nothing too off-putting. I think if you're just trying out peat, this would be like a good starter peat whiskey to just kind of introduce yourself to what peat is, and get a little bit of smoke. And it's still got the sweetness, so I think that it's approachable. $45, yeah, 2.5. That seems about right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, go. I've been a Walker fanboy for a long time. That's where I started
Yeah.
my Scotch journey, and I've went through a lot of Johnnie Walker Black.
It's good.
And it's been a long time since I've come back to it, so this was kind of fun for me. And it's still there. It's just an easy drinking whiskey, to be honest with you. $45. And I don't feel guilty about tapping this. If we sat here around a
Yep.
fire
Oh,
out in the backyard
okay.
and knocked this bottle back, it's all good. Take this on a boat somewhere and have a good time with it. Unfortunately, over my journey, I've gotten into so many heavily peated whiskeys that I don't even get any peat on
Yeah,
this.
it's
I
hard
don't
to
get-
find for
Don't you really?
No, it's gone.
Oh.
So really, I get a lot of the sweetness, but I will say that I appreciate the fact that even though I can taste some of the grain note in there and smell some of it a little bit, it's not off-putting. It's not so grainy that it's like, oh man, this was really poorly put together. They, like you said, Sean,
I think it actually makes it smoother and easier to drink
I'd agree.
instead of being off-putting as
Right.
grain can sometimes be.
they've been doing this so long that the ingredients they're getting, the whiskeys they're getting to put this blend together, it's, they don't have a problem sourcing.
They're robots.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a thing that it just rinse and repeat. I think 2.5 is solid. I think that's good. It's definitely not a 3 for me, but it's definitely above a 2. So that's where we come in at 2.5.
Yeah, I think a 2.5 is appropriate for this because this is kind of whiskey that it's really good to have on the bar. It could be an everyday drinker if you drink every day. It's affordable. It's interesting enough with the little peat and the sweet together that I put it over rocks. Put it in an old fashioned if you want. Do whatever you want with it. It's the way to go.
What do you give it?
2.5 rank.
I mean, that's easy math right
Easy
there.
enough.
Yep.
It's easy.
So Squid Games, I mean, obviously the timing's perfect for the movie and what they're doing. And Johnnie Walker, they're good at doing this stuff.
Yep.
So is
Yeah.
McAllen and everybody else. So kudos for you. And I mean, kudos for you not messing around. Keep it solid. Johnnie Walker Black. It's good. So buy it.
Right. I'm glad that they did not do what they've done in some of their other bottles and come up with some marketing scheme and then put different liquid in it that turned out to be
Yeah.
White Walker.
not so good.
Johnnie Walker Black
It's like-
7-year-old or something like
right.
that. Yeah.
So good for them. And, who knows? Maybe number 80 will win.
Never
Or
know.
is 80 dead?
I have no idea. I haven't
I
watched
don't know, I
yet.
haven't watched.
Squid Games, go buy it. 2.5 for us. Cheers.
Cheers.
3, 2, 1.